Okay, so we're going to talk a little more right now about specificity within style sheets. And this is basically a way to apply styles to a lot of elements and then refine the application of certain styles. So what I'm going to do is show you guys another way to overly specify things. And so what I'm going to do is say in body header h3. So what you can do is when you're creating specific rules, rather than just put a space between the elements' names, you can put a little pointy bracket right. And this means for the top level header within the body element, apply that rule. So we would then, go from here into the H3 element, like so, and we can apply a style like background, and let's set this to white. Let's refresh. Now you can see that that rule has been applied, but the color rule also right here has been applied. Now what happens when we copy this and move it up here? Something important to know is that this style sheets work by reading top down. What that means is first, all the text becomes this blue color. Then what happens is it's going to read this rule and it's going to see the specificity and it's going to set the color to green, just for simplicity. And then it's going to read this rule, and normally if this rule wasn't here, that would be like, okay, well this is more specific than the general inheritance here, so let's apply this. But what's going to happen this time is it's going to read this and go, okay, well this color property is already defined in this, and this rule is a lot more specific than this, so it's going to apply this one. It's not going to apply that one. And then it's going to get down here, and same thing, this rule is not as specific as this, so it's not going to apply this. So we should see green text now with the white background, and we do. And that's a bit about how specificity works. Now, I know the angled brackets here might be a bit confusing, so to try and explain how this works, I'm going to go ahead and open up the dev tools. And I'm going to drop here. As we can see, we can make a path directly from this element through the header and then to the H3. These are direct children. So the header is a direct child of body, where H3 is not a direct child. So when we're using this here, it just finds any H3 somewhere inside the body element, and it's going to apply this rule. But when we use angled brackets like this, it looks for a direct child. So I'm going to save this, and this rule will not be applied, because H3 is not a direct child of body. It is a direct child of header, and header is a direct child of body. So we would need to, if we're using the angled brackets, we need to really write out the entire element path to that element that we want to style. And then refresh that. So that is a bit about how to use specificity within this. And yeah, so in the next video, I think we're going to be getting to some block level elements and how to change that.